and welcome back to the 757 Home Concert Series. I am your wonderful host and creator, Sophia, also known as Soap.Will on Instagram. If you haven't already, make sure you follow the 757 Home Concert Series page on Instagram and on YouTube. And make sure that you come back and subscribe to the channel. All right, so today we're just going to get into it. I bring to you a man from Hopewell, Virginia. I just found out where Hopewell, Virginia is today. It's Richmond. I thought it was in like Roanoke or something, but I don't know my geographic, so I just found out. The space that we are recording season 1 is his own Exalt Recording Studio because we exalt in everything that we do. And I am so thankful, and I just want to take the time out and honor this man for his generosity to my project and everything else that he is going to bring and pour into my life. So, without further ado, everyone, meet TRIG. Yes,
What's going
sir.
On?
Yes, TRIG. Say hey to people. Say hey to people.
What's going on, people? Amen.
Yes.
Hey, blessings on blessings, kings and queens. All right.
We love that. All right, so boom, let's just get into the questions. All right, so boom. How did you first get introduced into music? Like your first memory ever, and has that affected like when you first started your music? How did you first get introduced to it?
Oh man. Yeah. I started out in church,
As everyone
pretty
does.
typical, we had to get those foundations set, and from there I really took a strong interest in R&B, rap was cool,
right.
A little bit rudimentary for me, I wanted to step it up a little bit, so I like the challenge of, singing a little bit more.
Right.
But it's dope because I got to, kind of add a little bit more creativity personally.
For sure.
Into my music and kind of have more fun with it. So this was back like, I don't know, I was probably about 17.
17.
Yeah, that's about 20 years ago.
Oh, you're telling your age.
hey, don't let the gray hair
telling your age. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah though, it was it's been love ever since though.
So you started off with a church, and the church kind of evolved into R&B, so to say. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. And so it comes to a point where it's just like a lot of artists, they start off in church, like Whitney. I love me some Whitney. They start off in church and then they kind of branch out. I think gospel, and it kind of lays a foundation.
It does.
Because with gospel, people see a chance of different ranges, different voices, and different, kind of just greatness comes from gospel. That's all I got to say because I grew up in the church. But look. Yes, so I wanted to make sure that the show was open to serve any type of artist, no matter the genre, the race, the age, and I'm so glad that I get the chance to do that in season 1. With that being said, I thank you so much for being on the show.
Hey, I'm honored.
Different artists bring different audiences. So who would you say your main audience is, and what is the message that you're trying to get to your main audience?
Oh man, my main audience would definitely be the leaders of the pack.
The leaders.
The leaders of the millennials.
Okay.
The new millennials.
Okay.
Yeah. Those them early 80 babies.
Yeah, because people used to call me a millennial, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, the early 80s babies, man. That's the target market, that's the demographic that I'm shooting for.
Right.
And it's because, we gotta live a little. Right. We start to experience different things based upon our circumstances, our environments, and our maturity. And these are the people who are going to understand what I'm saying, on a more mature level, from a king, from a man, from a dad, from a brother. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is just my real, So trying to reach them because they can relate a little bit more.
Right. And your message would be to them?
Message to them is find you. And everything that you do, you have to get to a point of comfort, a point of peace. And in order to do that, you have to find out yourself. You have to find out what things you like, what things you don't like. How much can you take on? How much can you bear? And when we take the time to actually find ourselves, then we get much more comfortable with being able to express ourselves in a way where we weren't able to before.
Right.
So now we can reach more, we can mentor more, we can teach more because we're much more comfortable with ourselves to do so.
Right. I know a lot of times people like my age, they're not comfortable fully with themselves. Yeah. And it's so sad to see, like, I know a lot of people my age, they're kind of like, I'm young and I want to have fun and all that other stuff. And that's cool.
Right.
Have fun.
Yes.
But I feel like it comes to a point where if you have too much fun, you drift too far. and then you're drifting far for years, and then when it comes to the part where you have to get your life together, you got to take steps back.
Yeah. It's kind of like being behind the curve a little. You know, it's like, oh, I won't prepare for that.
Right.
You know, so yeah, when you take that time to yourself, you really get a sense of assurance and security, you know, within your being. And usually that doesn't happen, you know, until the ages of 25, 26, you know, where you can feel that change, you know, like, okay, I feel like something's missing.
Right.
Or what's next?
I'm done partying.
Yeah. That's old now.
Right.
Tired, you know, so what's next? And that's when we get more focused on relationships, serious relationships. We get more focused on careers. We get more focused on families. And that's where it's like, okay, time to grow up.
Right. Yeah. You know? Time to grow up. Since we're on the topic of maturity, a lot of artists that I come in contact with, they are younger and they don't really have a lot of responsibilities. But I know you are a father, correct? Absolutely. Glad you claim your family. We love that. Yes, sir. So with that family life, you have your family life, you have your recording studio, you have your job, you have many other projects that you're working on. So how would you say you best balance everything, or do you balance everything?
Oh man, that's been a struggle, you know, because up until now, I didn't have so many things on my plate at once.
Right.
You know, whereas when it was time to be a dad, I was a dad.
Right.
You know, when it was time to be a businessman, I was a businessman.
Right.
And everything was kind of set up in its own particular space, you know, particular time.
Right.
Whereas now it's a big difference, you know, because I have to juggle so many things at one time.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And we know too much of anything is bad for us as well. So you know, I got to be cognitive and remind myself, okay, pace yourself. You know, not too much at one time, or prioritize.
Right.
You know, making sure that the people and the things that need my attention and my time are, you know, prioritized so that the important things are taken care of first, and then so on.
Right. Yeah. I think a lot of things happen where people know is that they're called to do something, but they're called, you know, to something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you have that aspect of, you know, you're called to do music and all the other things that you're doing, but you're called to be a steward over your family.
Absolutely.
And so I can definitely tell you have that balance there. So does your family support what you're doing? Does your family have anything to say? Or
it's pretty dope because I'm the only one that's an artist. You know, like nobody else in my family is an artist. So you know, trying to have these conversations with them, they like,
I'm the same way. Nobody else in my family can sing.
So, what we doing for Thanksgiving? I'm like, wait a minute. You know? Yeah. But it's pretty dope because they get to see, you know, everything from the ground up. You know, being behind the scenes, having to go into sessions, having to sit in meetings and things like that. They get to see what dad's work is versus just seeing the end product on IG or Facebook, you know?
Yeah.
So it's love because they get to see dad as an artist, but also dad as a businessman, you know, and that's two different things. So they now know, well, dad is capable of many different things. He's capable of, you know, tackling the unknown and the unseen, but when that time comes, he's always shown the same amount of grace.
Right. Yeah. You know it's good for people our age to see a process. Yeah. Because like social media just shows you like
that's it, the end.
It definitely works on me because I see people in their process, not their process, but just the end, and I'm just like, when am I going to get there?
Right. It's like, where am I now?
Where am I now? So I definitely think it's great that your children get the chance to see the process that you're going through. So they say nothing good ever comes without working for it.
Right.
So it's definitely good that they get to see that. And so with these harder moments, have there been harder moments to balance everything? And if so, how did you do it?
Yeah, man. One of the biggest things in my relationships have been the amount of time that I have available. You know, as a business owner, my time is filled up very quickly, you know, with things that I didn't plan for or that was unexpected, but they're now on my calendar, you know, and where I would normally do Taco Tuesday with Bae, you know what I'm saying? I now got a meeting on Tuesday, or I got to shoot this podcast or XYZ, and it becomes hard sometimes because not everybody understands that responsibility that you may have, you know? So it gets hard when, you know, the lady's like, hey, I need some time, I ain't seen you, you know, and I'm like, I seen you last night, girl, you know, I pulled up, you was in the bed, right? You know what I'm saying? So I see you all the time. But I understand, I understand the importance of that, you know, of that camaraderie between us, you know what I'm saying, to be able to connect and be able to refocus, rebalance, and talk through some things. So That's probably like the biggest,
relationships.
Hurdle, you know what I'm saying?
Relationships.
Yeah, because not everybody understands that, but you know that's why we communicate a little. You know,
we love communication.
Yeah. Oh, I love communication.
I hope people learn how to communicate. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. So when I first met you, I asked if the Exalt and Exalt Recordings was an aspect of faith, and your answer was yes, right?
Absolutely.
Right, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So how would you say your faith walk has gotten you to where you are today?
Oh man, obedience, man.
Obedience. That's a curse word.
Man, it is. It is.
A curse
for
word.
A lot of people, it is. You know, it's like, you want me to do what?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't feel like doing that.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, obedience, man. You know, understanding that what my gift is, you know, which is music. You know, always been talented in that area, but never understood why.
Right.
And then understanding at a later age in life what my purpose was.
Right.
You know. Understanding that, okay, he's giving me this gift, he's giving me this purpose. And once I aligned the two, I'm now walking in a path that was specifically designed just for me.
Just for you.
And can't nobody say nothing.
Nobody can do it.
Girl, listen.
Because if God approve of you, you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody.
Amen and amen. You know what I'm saying? So when I opened the business, you know, I prayed on the name because I had no idea. I'm like, I ain't never thought about a name for a studio.
Right.
You know, what would it be saying?
Right.
You know, bumps and thumps. You know what I'm saying? Or something, you know.
Right.
But I prayed on that, man. And I had to sit and wait. It took about 48 to 72 hours before I got my answer. And when I did, it was probably about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Woke me up out of my sleep.
It be the waking up out your sleep.
Man, listen.
Because God... He was waking me up.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you comfy?
You thought you was asleep? You thought you was going to sleep?
Come here, I got something for you.
I got something for you. But
and the name Exalt came to mind, you know, and it resonated with me because everything that I do, I want it to be in exaltation of His grace, of His glory, you know. Yeah. And in order for me to do so, I have to be disciplined. I have to be in alignment with what He, you know, where He's directing me. Right. And so far it's been a blessing. You know, we're talking about over 5 years now, and clients from day one still come here because they feel that love, they feel that grace and that comfort. Yeah. So it's a blessing, man.
It's a blessing. And so how has your faith walk impacted your music, or has it impacted your music?
It has impacted my music. Because now I'm much more intentional. Right. You know, about what music I put out, how I deliver it, how I write it. Okay. And that's because I'm trying to reach someone specific. Right. You know, I don't necessarily know who. I don't have a name. I don't know what their face is. But they're going to touch, as long as I'm able to touch that one person, then my job is done. I'm on to the next mission. Right. You know,
that's the thing about music.
That's the thing about music. We going, we producing.
Music
you know?
is so powerful.
So yeah, that's how I get down. Like,
get down.
I'm just listening for my signs and my affirmation.
Yeah. Okay. So in reference to your most recent EPs, First Silence, which with the songs like Nightfall and Compared to You, which is kind of like an R&B, you know, making love, you know what I'm saying? I love you type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then with your latest EP, Kingship, with songs like Have It Your Way and Fruit and Rain, more like a Christian type of vibe, kind of still like an R&B, like sultry type of vibe. What made you go from R&B to Christian?
That was a dedication between me and God. Okay. You know, because I never considered myself a Christian artist or a gospel singer. You know, I just consider myself an artist. You know, and to be a vessel, to be able to speak what I've been through, to testify through my experiences through music. You know, I feel like not everybody's gonna hear it from the hip hop side. Right. Not everybody's gonna hear it from a gospel side. Right. You know. Right. I mean, it is 2021. We've taken some things and created some amazing new styles now, and it's like, well, who says we stop there? Right. You know, like what's his name? Moray. Okay. You know, prime example. You know, a guy he's doing it for the kingdom. Hey, put me on the Moray, because I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know who he's talking about. Yeah. Put me on, we're going to get it. Moray, where you at, baby? Yeah, man. He's doing it for the kingdom. But, you know, but again, it's outside of that traditional sound or what we used to expect, you know, when we go to church. Yeah. You know, I don't have to go to church. You know? Right. But I don't have to go to church to minister. Right. You know? Right. I minister to the people that come to my studio, the people that come to collaborate with me. And it's so that I can maybe share something that they didn't know or something that's going to be beneficial for their future.
Inspiration, not condemnation. That's what I try to remember.
That's it.
It's good to inspire. And so, will you continue to make both types of music, or were you going to stick to one, or were you going to like do a little do? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm definitely going to stick to both.
Okay.
Because I do feel the need to give praises,
yeah.
you know, to the Most High for all everything He's taken me through. So it's like, if I can invest that time in myself, then I can invest time for Him too.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Investment. Because people don't know, like, sacrifices.
Yeah.
Sacrifices and investing, you either have to put time into one thing and kind of have to lay low on the other thing. Things, and it comes with prioritizing, too. And I think it's so great that you are able to say, hey, I could do both and still love God. A lot of people are kind of like, you know, like you either one or the other. You know what I'm saying? And I think
he don't look at me like that.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't look at me like that.
So I think it's great that you were choosing to, you know, kind of do what the Lord chose you to at the time and listening to the Spirit. So look, it's game time.
Oh, game time.
I gotta get one of those things where it's like, yes. All right, game time. So everybody keeps telling me I need to play with you, but I feel as if y'all don't want to get to know me. But I'm going to play with you. You got 15 minutes. Let's do it. You go first. So, if you drop this,
hold on. What happened if I lose?
Nothing.
Okay. just want to make sure, you know?
Nothing. I wish I had something serious. Like, you get $10,000. But but no, okay, so look, here we go. All right, you go first.
All right. Oh man, I ain't played Jing in a minute.
Yeah, you can't go past the third one. Like if you but you good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And
you got green. Yeah, you got green.
Green.
So, yeah. The cards with green on it. This is green. This is red. This is blue.
So
you pick the card. Yeah, just pick the card. There has to be the color corresponding. So answer the question.
Yep. A habit you want to drop.
Ooh.
A habit I want to drop: smoking, man.
Smoking,
absolutely.
Yeah.
As a singer, smoking has a lot of impact.
It definitely
You know
does.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But people get on my nerves.
Yeah. What does that mean? What do you mean?
Right. Wait a minute. They get on my nerves because I love people.
Yeah.
But people don't seek further information.
Mm-hmm.
They don't seek the knowledge.
Okay.
So therefore, you know, ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is very much so bliss.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanna stop smoking. You know,
Okay.
so that way I can get back healthier,
Yeah.
get back to my singing, my vocal range, things
Yeah.
of that such. So that's the one thing I really want to drop.
You really want to drop that, John.
Yeah.
Drop it like a bad habit. That's what
Right.
they say. All right, my turn. Oh, I got green too. Okay. Let's see. Secret talent.
Come on, secret talent.
I can knit.
That's a secret talent.
I can knit.
I am vicious with this fabric.
I'ma just tell people like in 8th grade I got suspended because I poked a boy with a knitting needle.
Oh, man.
It was.
So you like to knit because of the knitting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to be walk around poking people.
No,
you know?
I just go around poking people. I don't go around poking people. See, my 8th grade people, they go look at me like they were like,
Right.
you told the people.
It's like I knew I saw her with them pokers.
Yeah, bro. Like I can
Sticks
knit.
and all kind of stuff, girl. Cut it out.
At least I know how to defend myself. If given the chance to, I can
go.
defend myself.
Yeah,
I can defend myself.
Poke you to death.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was definitely a good experience in middle school.
In middle school?
It was 8th grade.
Wow.
It was 8th grade year.
So early.
So early, right? That's blue. We have blue. Yeah,
All right. Your future.
A song that makes you think about your future.
A song that makes me think about my future.
Mm-hmm.
Time in a Bottle.
Who that by?
Oh man, I can't remember the artist's name.
Sing it.
Come
on.
If I can save time in a bottle.
Okay.
The first thing that I like to do is to say to myself. I can't remember the rest. Oh my God.
What's the meaning of the song? What does it mean?
Oh man. But it was talking about how special moments in life that you wish you can save. You know? We have a lot of those moments in life, but we tend to forget them over time. You know, and those are the things that kind of keep us vibrant, keep us going, keep us happy. Gives us hope. You know, so I would like to take some of those special moments and stick them in the bottle. You know, tuck them in the sand.
Okay, things, you know what I'm saying? Somebody find it years later. Right. I got you. That's valid. All right. I need to listen to that song too. Oh, we not. Hold on. Okay, let me get.
Oh, girl, you gonna stuck everywhere. Come on, get some.
If it's up, then it's lean. All right. Green. Bro, where the red at? All right, so this one is worst thing I've ever tasted.
Oh, man.
Worst thing I ever tasted. You know those, okay, have you seen the Jelly Belly games?
Yes.
Where it's like, you have to like eat the jelly. Is that the worst thing I've ever tasted?
I was about to say Jelly Bellies, really?
We're gonna say worst thing I ever tasted was the Jelly Belly things where it's like they got like fart, they got like skunk, they got like, so that's the thing I can think of.
Got you.
Yeah, but that's the worst thing I ever tasted for right now.
So
I'm a changed Christian.
How close did the taste match the name? Was it serious?
So you know there's things where like if you smell it, you can taste it.
Yeah.
It was like that. Like I smelled it and I tasted it. Like it was like, what?
It's in the back of your mouth.
It's in the back of my throat. I had to clear my palate and everything. God. It was, but it's all right. It was a fun game. I had a good time.
Who farted?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they had toothpaste, but the toothpaste just tasted like mint. So it was like, what was y'all doing with that? Ooh.
Oh man.
You shaking? Hold on.
I know.
All right. Let's go. Ooh, I seen it move.
And it was green.
All right, green. Here we go. Go ahead, God. Green. Green means go.
Oh, most hated chore.
Most hated chore.
Dishes.
Dishes?
Yeah. I think it's because when I was younger, you know, me and my sister took turns washing dishes. And, you know, I'm one of them people. I got to make sure my dishes clean. You know what I'm saying? So clean. I'm in there, I ain't got the little stick to clean the glass. But I'm young at this time. My hands are small. You know, so I'm sticking my hand in the glass, you know. And the glass broke on my hand, you know, so it scarred the outside of my hand.
And it scarred your mind.
Yes, it did. So dishwashers are my best friend.
You know, at the age of 21, I can't even tell you how to use a dishwasher.
Girl, you better get on it. You can save yourself a lot of time.
My mom did not let us use a dishwasher, and I'm sad to say it, but I don't even know how to turn the dishwasher on.
Oh man, it's just there. It's for aesthetics.
That's obviously what it is. But since my parents moved, they want to use their dishwasher now. So
okay, got you. That's because they ain't got you there no more.
That's what I'm saying. When they had the kids in the house, they wanted free labor.
I don't like it.
Okay. It's all right. I still love them. I love my parents. I love them too. All right, I got red. Fine.
You got one.
We in the red. Ooh, I saw a dude.
Come on, we in the red zone.
All right, red zone. All right, hold on. Okay. Boom. Pancakes or waffles? First of all, I had this question already. I had this question with Tygo and Jordan. Boom. Chipotle or Moe's? Chipotle all day. Chipotle all day.
Or Moe's. Okay.
Yeah, Chipotle all day. You like Chipotle?
I've eaten at Chipotle and Moe's. I'm not a big fan of a lot of beans and all the rice and all of that. So yeah, I don't eat that often.
I love Chipotle. Chipotle is my life. Like that's me. Yeah, man.
I wound up going there and they was like, yeah, what you want on it? I'm like, I want a taco.
I
thought the same thing came on taco.
Right.
You know? I didn't know it was something else. But
just like some beef, some sour cream, some cheese. Dang, they throw you for a loop. Weren't even ready.
I was ready too.
Yeah, I just want a taco.
I just want a taco.
Yeah.
Oh man.
See, now you playing games with yourself. There we go.
Oh, it's getting.
Okay.
It's getting real.
We getting in there.
And I got a red.
And we got red for sure. Right on.
All right. Chased by Godzilla or King Kong? That's the worst question. It's terrible.
Come on.
Godzilla.
You can't get around it.
Godzilla.
And why do you choose Godzilla?
He's slower on land. I can't swim.
You can't swim, man.
I definitely ain't gonna outswim him.
You can't swim, man.
I'm not gonna outswim Godzilla. He got this.
We're gonna
so I'd rather take that to the land.
Take it to the land where you know you got the advantage. That's valid, man.
I've been running from dogs for years.
Really?
So,
you had to hop over the fence.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Not that it matters to him, but
yeah. I ain't never been chased by a dog. Gladly. Very, very much so appreciate. I've never been stung by a bee. People get stung by things, and I'm like,
oh, girl, you had protection.
Yeah, protection over my life. All my life. All my life. Just straight protection all my life. Let me see. Ooh, this is really risky, but I got it. Ooh, baby.
Oh, savage.
Don't do anything too crazy. Red. Whew. Okay. Bone in or boneless wings? All right, so boom. Bone in. I hate people who eat boneless wings. I don't hate.
I know what you mean.
But it's a chicken nugget. Why are you calling it a boneless wing?
That's exactly what it is. It's a chicken nugget.
So what classifies something as a boneless wing?
I think it's I agree, because I need my bone in too. See, it's something about being able to bite that gristle and stuff on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Pull out your mouth I'm done. Is a sign of completion.
So you like chicken nuggets, is what I'm hearing. Anybody who likes
chicken nuggets.
That's what I'm saying. If anybody likes a boneless wing,
they like chicken nuggets.
You not good for a competition. you can't compete. You can't compete where you can't compare. You like boneless wings. I don't want to talk to you no more.
Yeah, either that or they lazy.
Okay.
You know, they don't want to work around it.
They don't want to work around it. And I work at a seafood place, and people ask me all the time, "Do fish got bones in it?" Yeah. Oh man, y'all can't eat fish with bones in it.
Right, it's a lot of work. Too much work.
Y'all just take your time.
Too much work.
Take your time and maneuver.
That's
it's
all
okay. It's okay though. I still love the people.
Oh. All right.
Are you sure?
Come on now.
All right, you sure?
I'm trying to start something, man.
No, don't start nothing. Won't be none.
Come on, give me that blue.
We at blue. Where we at?
Right here.
A song that makes you think
a
about.
song that makes you think about your
job.
your day job.
Your day job. Yeah.
Your day job. What is it? T-Pain, Let's Make Love in the Studio. You know what I'm saying? Every time I heard him, I'm like, going to work.
Let's do it.
You know?
Let's do it. That's valid.
Yeah.
And you know T-Pain coming out with some new music.
I heard.
Yeah, he just dropped a single with Kehlani recently.
Oh, no.
Like yesterday or last night. I don't listen to it.
He's definitely one of the people that I would love to work with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Very creative, kind of open. And
I think he's very underrated also.
Absolutely.
Very much so underrated. Yeah. But he coming back.
Show him something.
And
he's repping. He representing the first of millennials.
Okay, here we go with the millennial stuff. What am I? I think I'm Gen Z.
No. Is it? No. Gen Z.
Is that an X?
No. X was before millennials. So that would have been like end of 70s, early 80s, like 80, 81.
All I know is I'm not a millennial. That's all I know.
You're not a millennial?
I'm not a millennial. That's all I know. Y'all be like, you millennials. I'm like...
Hey, I claim being a millennial.
And I'm glad.
We started this, man.
I'm glad.
You know?
We coming in with the red. Hot or cold? You know... I don't even... I feel like that's it's a very hard question. Hot or cold? Like, when you hot, like you can't change it, but when you're cold, you can like
put stuff on,
put some clothes on. Right. But then I feel like the cold just be going through the clothes at some point.
Therefore, I stick with hot.
Therefore, stick with hot. No, because oh no, some
will be popping though.
Yeah, some will be popping, but I was never really into summer until this year. Oh, okay. When everybody was stuck inside. So now I'm like, let's go outside.
Ready.
So I'm ready to go outside.
Got some pent up energy.
You know what I'm saying? So probably cold. I'll probably go with cold.
Go. Okay.
Yeah, definitely cold.
Oh man.
Don't drop the. Don't drop that. You better stop.
This is not gonna work.
That's not gonna work. Leave that there. All right. We got a red. Red zone.
See the future or change the past.
Which one would you do?
See the future.
See the future. And why?
I don't know. It's kind of like God body. You know what I'm saying? It's like being able to get closer to Him in a way where you can say, "Oh, this is about to be a breeze. I'm about to tear this up. I'm about to tear this up, man. I'm about to tear this up. I know exactly what to do, where to go, how to do it. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
You know what I'm saying?
How you doing?
So yeah, I probably want to see the future first.
Okay, see the future. I feel like I don't know. I'll be thinking too hard about stuff. Yeah, let me see. Ooh, that's not cute.
There she goes. And she goes.
I'm the one not ending the game. Yes. All right. That was fun. Yes. You gotta make sure that the people get to know you and who you are. All right, y'all. So if you haven't already, if you made it this far in the video, I love that for you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Everybody, get to know Trig. Follow Trig. Trig, where can they follow you? Where can they find you?
Exalt Recordings at Gmail. That's EXALT Recordings with an S at Gmail. That's our Gmail. That's the same thing on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
All right, like I said, if you haven't followed, follow me at Soap That Will on Instagram. Also, make sure you follow the 757 Home Concert Series page on Instagram and YouTube, and like and subscribe so you can check out the next artist that comes on the show to chill with me.